Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I will show you guys how to do this. How to make marshmallows. Before I start the snack, like, share, comment down below what video I can do next. On tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, I will make my last video before school, so I'm sorry about that, so here we go. This one.
One-dimensional sugary candies aren't usually my thing, but marshmallows are a different story. Make a s'more and I'll come running before your campfire toasting twig has a chance to cool. But a few years ago, when I was prepping for a s'mores making party, I just couldn't pull the trigger on the Jack Puff purchase. It's been a few years since my days sitting around the camp Longhorn campfire, and today I know a lot more about what goes into processed foods. I don't want tetrasodium pyrophosphate or blue wine in my marshmallows. Making marshmallows at home is fun, simple, and a little bit messy, but they're super easy to clean up after. Homemade aren't just better because they're additive free. The texture is so much better than store-bought, plus they melt and toast like a dream. Since the marshmallow mixture is really sticky, I start by lining a 13 by 9 inch baking pan with a foil sling. Remember to let the edges hang over by a few inches. This will give you something to hold on to when it's time to remove the firmed up marshmallow from the pan. I also spray the sling with vegetable oil spray to prevent sticking. The key to marshmallow structure is gelatin. Without it, they can't set up and you'd end up with something more like marshmallow fluff. Start by blooming 2.5 tablespoons of gelatin in your mixer bowl with half a cup of cold water to soften it. Just sprinkle the gelatin over the water and let it sit for at least 15 minutes. While that's sitting, you can switch gears and prepare the sugar mixture. In a saucepan, combine half a cup of water, 1/3 cup of corn syrup, 2 cups of granulated sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Since we want to avoid any possible crystallization, be careful when pouring the sugar into the pan. Pour it into the center of the pan and try not to get any on the pan sides. Now, just one note about corn syrup. I'm not a huge fan, but I decided there's no getting around it here. I tried making them without it, and they just didn't come out right and weren't worth the hassle. Plus, this is the plain corn syrup, not the high fructose stuff, so it's not all that bad. Bring everything to a boil over medium-high heat. You can swirl the pan gently from time to time, but don't stir it. Let the mixture go for about 6 to 8 minutes until the syrup reaches 240 degrees. At this point, the 15 minutes for the gelatin should be up. Go ahead and secure your whisk attachment and flip the mixer to low to break up the gelatin a bit. Then slowly and carefully pour in the hot sugar syrup. Try not to hit the side of the bowl or the whisk to avoid splattering. Now gradually increase the mixer speed to high. After a few minutes of beating, that steamy, near translucent, and kind of smelly liquid will turn opaque white and expand to nearly fill the bowl. You'll think, gee, I'd better stop. Well, don't. It isn't quite firm enough. Keep going. You want to mix it for a full 10 to 12 minutes. The key is to keep going until the bowl feels just barely warm. I just touch the bottom outside of the bowl every few minutes to check it. You don't want it to totally cool off or you'll make a heck of a mess getting it out of the bowl, but push it as far as you can to ensure firm, springy marshmallows. Toward the end, I also like to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. If you want to get creative, you could also try another extract like mint or coconut. What happens next should happen fast. Using a spatula you sprayed with oil, scrape the marshmallow into the prepared baking pan. This mixture is sticky and stringy and gets harder to work with the cooler it gets, so be speedy. Don't try to scrape every last bit out of the bowl. If you start futzing with that stuff, the blob in the dish is going to firm up into some strange, weird, uneven shape. Once you've gotten what you can out of the bowl, smooth the top and set it aside. In a small bowl, whisk together half a cup of cornstarch and half a cup of confectioner's sugar. Sip a couple tablespoons of this mixture over the marshmallow and save the rest for dusting the marshmallows later. Then cover the marshmallow and let it set up overnight. The next day, dust a little of the cornstarch mixture on a cutting board and spray a chef's knife with oil. The marshmallow will be nice and firm at this point, so you can pull the foil sling out of the pan and peel off the foil. Sift another 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch mixture on top of the marshmallow before cutting it into 1-inch wide strips. Then cut these strips into cubes. Respray your chef's knife if you feel like it's starting to stick. You could also cut them smaller if you wanted to make cute little minis. Working with a few marshmallows at a time, roll them around in the cornstarch mixture, then toss them in the strainer over the sink to get off the excess powder. The marshmallow can be stored in a Ziploc bag or airtight container for up to 2 weeks, but take them to a cookout or a winter party and I don't think you'll be coming home with any leftovers. And that's it, homemade marshmallows. Your s'mores and your hot chocolate will never be the same. They also make a great holiday gift, especially when you pair them with some homemade hot cocoa or mix them with graham crackers. You can find this recipe and 100 others in the America's Test Kitchen DIY cookbook. There's something in here for everyone, from how to make those graham crackers and hot cocoa mix I mentioned, to Greek yogurt and sriracha. It's really cool stuff, so check it out.
Your local radio stations are here for you. No subscriptions or monthly fees necessary.
Homemade marshmallows.
Use all that with my body wash. But if the foreign owned record labels get their way,
Do you love marshmallows but wish they were better? Kind of sad and cardboardy, huh? Not cool. Homemade marshmallows, super easy, and look at this. They're melt in your mouth, sweet vanilla clouds that you're gonna love. Hey, you're watching Crafty Kitchen where I, John Cannell, teach you how to make delicious homemade dishes to share with your family and friends. These homemade marshmallows will be ready in a snack. So let's get started. First off, prep a square or rectangular dish. This is an 8x8 inch, and it doesn't have to be oven safe because you're not baking anything. Brush your dish with veggie oil. These marshmallows are delicious but really sticky when wet, so you have to prep your dish really well. Dust with powdered sugar, get really good coverage, and just like that, you can set this aside and get a stand mixer out. Into the bowl of my stand mixer, fitted with a whisk attachment, I'm adding half a cup of water, nice and cool, and 2 packets of gelatin. Sprinkle that gelatin in, and just set it aside to bloom. In the meantime, we're going to be warming up some sugar and corn syrup. Into a small pot, I'm adding half a cup of water, 1.5 cups of sugar, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. This is the magic ingredient that gets you that wonderful homemade marshmallow consistency. In you go. Give this a little bit of a stir to get started, and then we're going to place it over medium heat until it reaches 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go. You can give it a stir just until the sugar is dissolved, but after it's dissolved, leave it alone. It will bubble away and heat up. I'm using a candy thermometer to tell when this is exactly 240 degrees, but if you don't have one at home, you can use a cold glass of water. Take a little droplet of the hot sugar syrup, pour it in. If it forms a soft ball of sugar, it's ready. If it dissolves, it's not ready. And if it forms a hard ball, it's too hot. My sugar reached 240, the gelatin bloomed, so it's time to pour this in while mixing on low. Mix on low. Record it slowly. Very hot. Gradually increase your mixer speed to high and just let it go. You're going to see it form a glossy, super thick marshmallow. After a few minutes, you're going to see it. This is almost there. My marshmallow is thick, super glossy, and look at this. That is quite a trail left. So it's ready. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of a nice vanilla and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt for a little contrast. There you go. It smells amazing already. Okay, my vanilla and salt are mixed in, so it's time to transfer this to our prepared dish. This is the fun part, and it does get a little messy. Use a spatula to get all that marshmallow into your baking dish. Okay, now, spread it out to the edge. Just want to smooth the top of it. You can use a spatula, or you could use your clean, damp hands if you dampen them. Right now, this is spreading out nicely, though. That's good. This is setting up quickly, but you have to leave this alone for at least 4 hours or until the top isn't tacky. So set it aside and we'll be right back. Here, you want some more powdered sugar. So generously powder your cutting surface. These guys are sticky, but it's worth it. It's time to get that marshmallow out, and chances are you'll be using a spatula to do a little bit of frying. There we go. Your marshmallow is still the marshmallow's out. It's still sticky though, so let's powder sugar it all over, including the sides. Right. I forgot to mention, you're going to want to powder sugar your hands too, so everything has to be sugared up, otherwise it'll stick. Alright, now use a sharp knife and just do cuts. Don't fiddle about with it, just go straight through it. So one. And after each cut, you're going to sugar your knife. Now you can just continue cutting, and as you cut, a little bit of powdered sugar on the edge as well. Continue that process until you've cut pieces that you want. They can be really big, really small, it's totally up to you. This will make the best homemade s'mores ever, in case you're wondering. My marshmallows are ready to enjoy, and before I take a bite, if you like this recipe, check out my s'mores cookie video. The best s'mores cookies you could ever imagine. But now, time for a bite. That is
s'mores
cookie. And it is like a sugar cloud. It's like a cloud made of sugar with vanilla. I hope you get a chance to make this recipe. If you like my videos, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next s'mores video.
If you like today's video, subscribe, like, share, comment down below what video I can do show you next, and comment down below what song for the cover I can do next. I want to see you guys later, bye.